Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
We're streaming right fucking now.
Right now. We're starting early.
Hey, I need.
But due to a
hold on, I need to
technicality,
go get
it was
shit,
released
then.
and no charges were filed.
Starting 5 minutes early!
Hell yeah, brother. Don't worry, no one could hear us until literally a few seconds ago. How's everybody doing tonight?
Can't believe they didn't hear about my horrible crack addiction.
I would like to start off this stream with a joke. It's not my joke originally, but it's Larry the Cable Guy's. Does anyone here know what Tulsa spelled backwards is?
No.
Allsup?
A slut. You know what a slut spelled backward is? $100.
What?
Unfortunately, no one
I
gets
don't
Larry the
what?
Cable Guy here.
I don't get it.
I get it.
I get it.
A slut spelled backwards.
Yeah?
$100.
Told us?
It-
What?
I get it.
Bone, it's not
'Cause-
literal. It's
Because if you do her in the back, it costs $100.
It's a sex joke, you see.
That's not being
It
spelled.
involves the sexual congress.
That has nothing to do with the spelling, though.
Hey, Con, do you know what? Hey, Con, do you know what Catalina backwards is?
an
I
alley
hate
cat.
these jokes.
Do you know what dog is backwards? These nuts.
You fucking got him.
This has been bad joke
Man,
hour.
this is the last time I tried
Alright.
to do this.
Jokes are over!
Yes, bad jokes are over.
I'm officially banning all jokes starting right now because I'm about to pull up Umineko.
Wait,
Definitely coming from you. You are
I
joking.
actually have a good one. Spell
Alright.
Kid Among Us backwards.
penis.
Orange, wait. So all jokes have to stop now, right?
Yes, comedy is dead
I
as
need-
effective immediately.
I'm gonna need you to leave the stream, buddy.
Wait, what's going on?
I have another joke. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
No, penis.
I have a joke.
That's the entire joke.
I will run the
That's not a
stream
joke.
now.
My humor.
What is Zaz backwards? It is penis.
True.
Alright, everybody get in the stream, we're gonna do it now!
I can't believe I can't believe it. We just
We're here,
we're going to
finally.
be so off topic.
Alright, guys. So, what's that new character? Angie. That's wild, right?
Yeah, she's
crazy.
my wife.
Episode 4, Alliance of the Golden Witch. Good morning. I could never have imagined that you would not have surrendered by now. At this point, even I must expect great things from you. The game is played not only on the board. Perhaps this time you should take a small peek beyond its borders. As they say, if you know your enemy, you need not fight a hundred battles. The difficulty level depends on you. How you have chosen to battle up until now will influence the difficulty.
That's pretty interesting, right?
There's been no interactivity in this game at all.
Well, because you see, Jelly, it's a battle. The mystery is a battle between you and the author. It's up to you to figure it out.
Yeah, you should.
Battle of wits with your brain.
Yeah.
Where have
Yeah,
you
drink.
been?
Yeah, but
I am
that, like,
we are
whatever.
fighting
Battle
Ryukishi.
of wits.
I'm here to destroy Ryukishi 07.
I had to
I
obtain
will
drink what
actually
I
fight
missed.
Ryukishi
Right on.
07.
Bullshit.
I got questions about
The
it.
first
Yeah.
day, October 4th, 1986.
Oh, we were just getting right into it now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Happy
Be
New Year in
helicopters.
If I remember correctly, you said you had to heavily censor the opening for this one.
Yes, I made a special, unique, custom one just for this.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't use the word censor because I made it sound like there was some explicit content in there.
Edited.
no
But all it was
content.
explicit spoilers.
Oh, hey,
We're
look,
in the
it's a
airport.
penis.
We're back in the airport.
Alright, are we ready? Alright.
Mhm.
You're right, Battler-kun. We're already on the ground, and you can't fall any further than that.
The lobby of the Nijime airport, Maria dashed around in excitement. Riley's upper on the plane must have been hilarious.
Hey, Maria. Cut that out. I'm sorry, Battler-kun. Please don't take it badly.
What a pathetic guy you are.
Thanks, Dad.
Even with that huge body, you still can't handle vehicles.
Ah, shut up! All humans have one or two things they can't handle.
Bandakun, why don't you come with your aunt on an overseas trip sometime soon? How about Europe? I'm sure you could manage a half-day trip on a plane, can't you?
Stop it, Mother. Malakun's dislike for vehicles is probably genetic.
Oh, you mean Asuma-san?
For some reason, she just couldn't handle vehicles. Pretty much anything other than a bicycle or a car. Whenever we tried to go far away, that woman was so annoying with the not this, not that. I'm scared, fall, gah.
Children tend to learn that things their parents can't handle are dangerous.
One second, what's going on?
Huh?
Oh, I was told that oh, that probably explains it. Here, I just need to do some quick audio adjustments.
Stream frozen, moon haunted.
And the jokes continue.
I just have to do a little bit of an extra audio adjustment. Should be fun.
I don't have any other jokes, but I've got a limerick. There once was a man from Nantucket.
I have a.
Alright, we're good to go. Okay.
Alright.
I actually know that one.
I'm sure Battlerkun saw Asuma-san doing something like that and learned that vehicles are scary.
So it's Asuma-san's genes then, is it?
Who knows? Who cares? Those would be some pretty annoying genes.
Dude!
That's enough talking about Asumu.
She was your wife!
Right now, you're the one who's here, Kyrie. Right.
You're right. Sorry.
Hey, the cars are here! Exactly 3 of them. Get in!
There's exactly 5 chickens in these 3 cars.
Mom! Where's the parachute? Where's the parachute?
Why, you little... Hold on! Stop right there! Sends you to the little girl tickle punishment!
No!
Being in high spirits is such a wonderful thing. Without Battlerkun and Maria-chan, the atmosphere on that plane would have been pretty grim.
Thanks. I'll assume you mean that literally. Hey, brats. Taxis are here. You can play around later.
Taxi! I'm getting in first!
Hey! Maria! And you two, Battlerkun, stop fooling around. You'll bump into someone!
The tone of Aunt Rosa's voice grew a little frightening. And even Battler realized they were fooling around a bit too much. Just as expected, he bumped into someone. Oh, sorry.
Battlerkun, you guys are going in that car. You're keeping them waiting.
After George urged him to hurry on, Battler apologized to the person he had bumped into and ran up to his parents, who were telling him to come quickly. With a clunking sound, the doors on the 3 taxis were shut one after another, and they departed for the harbor. As their taxis dashed away, the entire world grew suddenly dull and slowed to a halt. Voices, the wind, and even sound. All of it stopped, and all the people who were trying to move froze like the instant someone takes a photo, coming to a halt. People and machines and clock hands, even the dust dancing in the wind, were frozen. Some people who were walking froze with one leg still in the air. Scraps of paper dancing in the wind were pinned in midair, frozen in place. Then among the shadows standing still in the unmoving world, a single one stirred. It was a girl. The girl Battler had just bumped into. Though she had moved, it was a truly subtle thing. Her gaze dropped, her shoulders lowered a minuscule amount, and she sighed. That was all. In a normal world, that probably wouldn't have even been taken as a movement. But in this still world, it looked very out of place. Then something else moved. It was a black cat wandering around the shadows near the taxi rank. It came up right behind the girl, and leisurely changed its form into that of a human. This was no cat. It was a witch. Of course, the girl was also a witch. And the witch stood still, her gaze still downward. She muttered.
I can't stop anyone from going to Rakenjima, can I?
You cannot. On October 4th, 1986, you are not here.
If I were, I would stop at everyone. Really, stopping everyone really have been possible.
Well, I can't imagine what a 6-year-old could do to make her turn back. Still, that's right. If you were in this place, the probability wouldn't have been 0. Whenever there's a probability greater than 0, I can seek out a miracle.
If I had back, and they hadn't left me behind.
With her head facing downwards, the witch tightened her fists. They were trembling very slightly.
You were sick in bed starting October 3rd, 1986. And Beato's game board is sealed off starting October 4th. You are not given a chance to avoid getting sick. In other words, it would normally be absolutely impossible for you to enter her game board.
Thanks for being patronizing. I know that. I know that just seeing father, mother, and Oni-chan healthy, even that alone, is a spectacular miracle. I know that all too well.
Angie had tried to stand in the way of her family, trying to stop them from leaving the airport and heading towards Rakenjima. However, it was impossible for her to exist on October 4th, 1986, so she couldn't do it. Even though her brother had only bumped into her and apologized, even though he hadn't known that she was his sister, it had been such a miracle that she could cry.
Sorry about the sarcasm. I won't waste the miracle you've given.
I'm glad to hear it. Come, let us go with them. To Rakenjima. All of the pieces are already gathered. The curtain will now open on the 4th game. By this time, Beato and Battler will already be seated.
To Rakenjima. To where no. To where everyone's fates changed. To Rakenjima. Of October 4th, 1986.
What happened on that day? Oh, it's you. Con, that's
Can you
you.
hear me now?
A little. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead. You just gotta say I'll expose it.
I'll expose it. I'll learn what it is. And I'll bring them back.
As she stood there with her fists still clenched, she surely turned her face up to the heavens. A single teardrop from the depths of her eyes dripped down into the air. And when time started moving again, the two witches' figures were swallowed up by a blowing gale and erased in an instant.
Ooh. Awesome.
Yeah, fancy. In what way did you edit that? I'm curious.
Wait. There you go.
I don't think we can really describe.
I mean, did you just like black something out, like fade something, or did you cut out?
No, like I took. So you see what I did was I basically spliced together the original regular episode 4 opening with so here's the thing. There is the more spoiler-heavy version of this theme, where the song came from, and then the slightly less spoilery version of this that has Angie and a bunch of other stuff in it, which is the original version of episode 4's opening. What I did was I smashed those two together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just you added scenes that weren't there and replaced and took out the previous ones.
I also believe there are scenes that from this episode they just straight up fucking show.
Yeah.
That being Good morning, milady. Oh,
I was gonna say there was one spoiler I left in there. If you figure it out, I'll give you a cookie.
Maybe you shouldn't try to give positive reinforcement to spoiler finding.
It's a joke. I'm joking. You won't figure it out.
I'll find it.
Sounds like funny, didn't laugh. Not funny, didn't laugh. Good morning, milady. May, you do appear to be in a good mood. What a pleasant awakening you seem to have had.
What do you mean, pleasant awakening? I was so excited I couldn't sleep a wink. After all, the curtain is rising on the fun board game.
Didn't think she truly had been so excited that she hadn't got any sleep. Did she show absolutely no signs of lacking sleep because she was young, or because she had the mind of a little kid? Ronovich doesn't say that out loud, and instead laughed poo-coo-coo instead.
I really ran that battler into the ground last time. Oh, the look on his face when he was like, "You tricked me." That was so pathetic. What's up? Is that guy still feeling down?
What do you mean buzz?
Are you on the desktop version of Discord? There was like a weird buzzing that just happened.
That's fine.
No, I'm on. Well,
Well, it's no longer buzzing, Con.
Oh, it's good now. I don't know, it's just random.
Yeah, whatever you just did, you fixed it, Con.
Well, like, it just might have been a momentary glitch. Let's just continue.
Yeah, it's fine.
Feeling down, you say?
Well, that's right. That man's a bit too trusting for his age, isn't he?
Indeed. Although you could call that his charm.
You can call it whatever you want, you just can't call it for dinner. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? Well, speaking of which, didn't he totally fall for that one last time?
Yes, totally and splendidly. You violated the purity of one never deceived since the time of his birth, as well as his rosebud-like innocence. All your heart's content, to all of your heart's content. Even the joy of dashing across the field covered with beautiful new snow on a winter morning, and trampling it completely wouldn't even begin to compare. Did you take Batless Summer's innocent heart? And quite thrillingly, splendidly, atrociously, mercilessly, and unculturedly, go just a little too far.
A little.
And you insulted him to the highest degree, enough to make one uneasy. Most people would be crushed after something like that. So much so that they wouldn't want to see your face ever again.
I know that much. I also thought that if he was too disheartened to join us at the table, even though the board game is finally starting, that it would be such a pain. So I came to you, thinking that it'd be better to prepare a countermeasure for that case beforehand.
In that case, perhaps it really would be best to prepare such a countermeasure. I am sad to say that your North Wind and the Sun strategy gave Batless Summer quite a shock.
A shock, you say? How bad of one?
Beata lowered her voice slightly, asking timidly. Runaway followed suit and lowered his voice in the same way.
In truth, he has been crouching and clutching at his knees for some time now. I spoke to him several times, but he did not answer. I also brought him some food, but he never even touched it.
That is troublesome. Is he really feeling that down?
It is only natural. After all, you thoroughly destroyed him, milady.
Yeah, twist the knife, Runaway.
That would turn most anyone into a
Misanthrope.
misanthrope.
Oh, distrust of humans. How convenient. Let him give up on humans and trust witches. Oh. Sorry, I shouldn't fool around too much.
Beato tried to joke about it, but the situation seemed to be quite serious, so that even she took the hint and hid her laughter.
Is it really that serious? Should we wait just a little longer before beginning the fourth game?
Lady Buncastle's guests will be arriving. Soon, it may be best to open the fourth game quickly. However, perhaps you ought to show a little concern for Battler's feelings, milady.
Hello, Buzz.
Okay, now it's back. What the fuck?
Concern? Show concern, you say? How should I do that? He's feeling down, so... That's right. Shall I cheer him up?
Sorry, I wasn't ready for the Strack to play this soon in the episode.
This is Monochrome Clock by M. Zaki.
Do not look it up!
Don't look it up!
Get it.
When a person's heart is dark and closed off, interacting with them in a dark manner gains you nothing. Your only option is to shine a brightness stronger than the dark.
Damn it! Quit messing around!
Is that me?
Yes?
Let me watch on this parrot which one looks like. Give me a second. Unprepared.
Yes.
I also have gum in my mouth. I'm trying not to swallow that.
Yo, that sax be hitting hard.
Smooth Jazz for Your Soul by M. Zaki.
I don't know how to make that sound. What? I'm making sounds, Orange, please. I don't
She's
know.
laughing.
Sorry, I'm just checking something.
Haha. That raccoon over here. A croissant baked. I'm trying to figure out how I did the southern route. Baked by runaway summer would be wasted on the likes of you. Why don't I enjoy myself?
By the stomach involuntarily growled at the fragrant smell of the croissant. The breakfast plate was empty, but Balor hadn't eaten any of it. The biggest glutton of the 7 stakes of purgatory, Beelzebub, had waited for Ronave to leave, and had come to snatch the food away. Balor had noticed that they'd been really noisy ever since. Even though Beelzebub had only had to give it back immediately, or else throw it into her own mouth right away. She intentionally ran around in circles, making fun of Battler. Give me my breakfast back, damn it! Give it back now, or I'll you out with a single flick to the forehead. But just you try eating it!
What? Are you going to eat me up instead? I know what I said. If you think you can just try it, I'll bet I'll be as sweet as honey pancakes.
Phrasing.
I know what I say.
I mean, what is the phrasing that you would use instead?
Eat her up.
Right now, I want to eat that bread.
Exactly what she's going for.
Right now, I want to eat that bread even more than your thighs. Be a good girl and give it here.
Is phrasing not even a thing anymore?
No, they don't care. Battler was going on about groping his cousin's boobs. You think he cares about phrasing?
I'm now going to present the next 2 lines of dialogue fully voiced for a very good reason.
Is it that bad?
Get
no,
hype.
It's fucking great.
ダメよダメよあげないもんクロワッサンも私に食べてほしいって思ってるもんイエーイヤッホーはよーバトラーこいつ朝っぱらからまだくよくよしてるのか新しい一日とゲームの始まりであるぞ元気出して行ってみよう
That was very cute.
Is that it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Her voice isn't as deep as the one in the anime.
I'm quite scared.
Voice actress, yes.
Unless that was just for this part.
Yay!
She's basically a bookie.
She flung the door open. like a marathon runner drawn on a certain caramel box. With her hands held high in an idiotic cheeriness, Beato appeared. For some reason, flags from around the world and confetti scattered about, perfectly completing this magnificent entrance. Battler and Beelzebub, who had been fighting over the croissant, completely forgot about their argument, speechless.
Morning, Beatrice-sama. I'll be on my way right now. Here, Battler-kun, say ah.
Hey, morning, Beato. Glad to see you're cheery this morning.
So unsettling.
Beato and Battler looked at each other. Seemed neither had a clue what was going on with the other.
Battler? What's this runaway? He looks totally fine, doesn't he? He's been clutching his knees, and he's answering! My statue isn't even in the middle of eating!
No. He was sleeping like a baby in his futon, clutching his knees. I informed him that it was time to wake up, but he just wouldn't rise. I tried to feed him, but it seemed that a naughty cat wandered in and prevented that.
Hey.
Run away, you class A asshole! You tricked me!
You should talk. Were you the one who played that massive trick last time? I don't have a clue what's going on. It looks like you got what you deserved. By the way, Ronave, nice one.
Thank you very much, Bentley-sama.
I really want them to high five.
The two men stuck up their thumbs as though they understood each other, chuckling together.
That's even better.
For a while, Beato was very energetic, trying to hide her embarrassment.
If I may make a quick comment, I find when I got to this part, I was in whiplash because the last time it started with Battler getting tortured, and now it just opens on Battler going, "No, my croissant."
I mean,
Yeah, you
at
could
the beginning of part 2 was like him getting repeatedly dismembered, or was that part 3? By the stakes. Yeah,
but he may or may not have
Part
been
3.
completely turned on during that time, so...
just stop. I could have dropped my croissant.
You mean his croissant?
Hey, you gonna finish that croissant?
Are you gonna
Croissant.
You're
You gonna finish that croissant?
hang out with your mom?
There's some cursed memes at that scene.
Hey, Jimmy, look at this flower I drew. That's too much like Kermit. Take me lightly.
Hey Jimmy, look at this flower I drew. Nah, I
What's
can't
your
do
eyes,
Carl.
I think I'd still be hiding in a corner, holding my knees.
Then there was that person crying her eyes out in frustration last time. You could have gathered your tears in a jar and called it face lotion.
Shut up. That was, just because I was a little surprised by your crappy act. I might look a little lame, but I don't think the same move will work twice.
Of course not. And don't disappoint me by falling for the same move over and over again, okay?
Yeah, just you watch. I'll show you that I'm a guy who gets stronger every time he's beaten down. But be it now.
Yes. What?
Don't do it again.
Oh? Why is that? So you really are weak against a rear attack?
You and I are enemies. I'll certainly never join forces. I now understand that clearly. So never should have checked me about that fact again.
You say that, but knowing your weaknesses, I'll.
You know they were still joking around, but that tone had disappeared from Balor's expression some time ago. Vita felt as though his eyes were like the surface of black tea that had cooled down. You hear me? Don't do it again.
I don't get it. I might do it again when you've forgotten, right?
Don't do it again. Pierced by a strong and forceful gaze, Beato held her tongue. Maybe she was certain that Battler would break that silence with laughter. However, Battler's serious expression didn't change in the slightest. So to break that silence, Beato had no choice but to start laughing herself.
Very well. You and I are worthy opponents. No matter how friendly our relationship, we'll never be anything more than a pair of enemies. If you have not mistaken this, that is enough for me.
That's right. I almost forgot you were my enemy for a second there. I won't embarrass myself like that again. I won't fall for your rear attack again. Never again!
It seems I'm not the only one who cannot wait for the fourth game. I am pleased, Battler. Come, take your seat.
Yep. Just how I like it. Clever little tricks won't work on me anymore.
Stop acting so tough. You remain in a state of surrender for the last mystery in the previous game. The mystery of Namjo's murder.
My answer for that one's still on hold for now. That doesn't mean that I've lost heart. I'll definitely break your red truth and show that I can deny witches.
A commendable attitude. You truly are a man like a phoenix. Don't betray my expectations. With that, let us raise the curtains on the fourth game. But before that, it seems we must welcome a new guest.
A guest?
You remember as well, correct? That mystery girl who appeared at the very end of the last game without an invitation, ruining my fun.
That person.
She says she wants to join our game. I sent her an official invitation inviting her to join this match. Ronove, summon our guest.
There's no... Let me read that line again.
There's no need. I'm already here.
The voice that answered Pieto's call came from the darkness in the corner of the room. Rather turned around in surprise, you can now see that mystery girl there.
My. How rude. All you had to do was greet us as soon as you arrived. I don't make a habit of talking to people before punching them. After I punched, it's a different story, though. Bitch. Huh? And what would you say?
Good night. Have a nice dream.
How amusing, how truly amusing.
Beato cackled and clapped her hands. Good.
Nice.
But that was only Beato, and nothing rose to Battler's face except a bitter smile. Phew. You sure are a fighter. Battler and the girl's eyes met as he shrugged his shoulders as he spoke. And he shrugged his shoulders as he spoke. But the girl didn't answer, giving only a cold stare in return. You helped me out at the end of the last game. Thanks for that.
I don't need your gratitude. You were just slacking off. I only told you to open your eyes. That's so true. Stop slacking off, Battler.
Peter tried to laugh as though sympathizing with her, but it didn't reach the girl's ears. He did absolutely nothing except stare at Battler with ice-cold eyes. It looks like someone hates me.
I'm just annoyed that you aren't taking this fight seriously.
Are you saying that I'm not serious about this?
Don't tell me that travesty earlier was you being serious. Don't take me for a fool. How long do you intend to play along with the witch's farce like this?
I'm fighting Beato in my own way. And doing it seriously, of course.
Seriously? Don't make me laugh. You keep on drinking tea and chatting with a witch for all eternity and call that fighting seriously? Keep the jokes to just your hairdo. Phoenix, right?
Well, it's because I wasn't used to this witch's game in the beginning, and I've been through lots of harsh stuff. Still, I'm finally starting to see how I can fight, and I'm getting to the knack of doing it. If the pathetic way I've been acting makes it look like I haven't been serious to you, you're just wrong.
Is that so?
Of course. And I've got to close in a lot more before I can grab Beato by the collar. But no matter how long the distance may be, it's still finite. And each game that passes, I'm steadily closing that distance step by step. No matter how long it takes, I'll close in on that witch, and I'll definitely checkmate her. It might take 1,000 years to use her phrase. But even so, I'll definitely win, sooner or later. Why? Because I definitely won't accept losing. I definitely won't stop moving forward, closing in on her. In other words, there's one thing that I can say for sure. I will definitely again win against that witch someday! That's just how it is!
You really don't sound like you're in a hurry. Are you even trying to win? Even the finite can become endless if you treat it the wrong way. By now you've become an Achilles who couldn't even outstrip a turtle. I get it. So this is why I'm needed. At this rate, there's no way you could win against the Endless Witch even after 1 billion years.
Who are you? Like you'd be struck by lightning if you just tell me your name. At that point, the girl fell silent, gazing straight into Battler's eyes. At first, Battler faltered under the firmness of that look, and his gaze wavered slightly. But then his eyes gradually began to be sucked into the pupils that were staring at him. Then, inside those eyes, he saw a light that he'd seen somewhere before. Battler was struck by how strongly they resembled the eyes of a girl who definitely couldn't be here. Even though it was completely impossible. I know it's stupid. For some reason, it feels true to me. That can't be right. That person's supposed to be still 6 years old. You couldn't possibly be Angie, could you?
If I were to say that's right, would you believe me?
Nah.
I'll put it another way. If I said, I am your ally, so trust me, would you believe it? Would you unconditionally trust some unknown girl you're meeting for the first time just because she looks a little like someone you know? It's because you're such a softie that you got tricked so easily in the last game and cried so bitterly. You said it yourself. That kid is 6, right? Do I look like I'm 6? If I were to claim that I'm that kid despite that, would you just swallow that story?
If you say it like that, there's no way I can argue back. Sorry. That's right, I am a softie. That should have been made clear to me after the last game. Is that what you meant when you said I wasn't being serious?
Yes. You may think you're fighting against a witch, but you were just getting along with her and playing. You're just playing at fighting in a friendly game of chess. That may be a serious contest for you two, but looking at it from far away, I only see you playing around and following the rules like you're good friends.
That's harsh.
But as long as you're unable to win at this game, you won't be released from this place. That's why I came. I came to bring this game to its conclusion. You claim that you're Luke closing in on the witch, but you're just like a hamster running around in a wheel. You and your yee-yee-ass haircut. Oh, one of those! Those things that run around and around in place, night after night. At a glance, you might think that running around in a wheel is endless. The endless witch Beatrice. It's just like you. He thinks he's fighting, but he's actually just running around in a wheel while making a complete and utter fool of himself. This isn't a game. This is nothing more than a cage to shut him up in, for all eternity. Oh. You liken my endless to something like a wheel that a mouse plays in? Know your place, little girl. Interesting, interesting. Something that's endless in a certain dimension can be less than endless in a higher one. The fact that a Menger sponge has infinite surface area only matters in a world of less than 3 dimensions. In the 3-dimensional world of reality, it has 0 mass. Not only is it not endless, it doesn't even exist. What an assertive woman! It seems you are worthy of being called my enemy.
Who are you?
I am your ally. And an enemy of witches. Of course, you don't have to believe it. No one can prove that I really am your ally. On the contrary, it's more desirable that you keep your guard up strongly enough to find me very suspicious.
That's right. Last time ended up pretty bad. I've got to be at least that careful. I don't plan on getting tricked twice. Beto laughs in a truly pleased way, just humiliating only to Battler.
People don't just get tricked out of the blue. That only happens when they fail to check things for themselves and leave it to other people. One second, my sister's asking me to help do something. One moment.
And so how's the chapter or episode? Fuck.
So far, so good?
Yeah.
Man, some of these carrots in this bag are slimy. I take it that means that they're not good at that point, right?
That means they're on the approach of not being good. How old are they?
I only went to like the store like a week or two ago. How long do carrots normally last?
They
baby
last
carrots?
longer than that.
They're like baby carrots. Cause like there was another bag. Like most of these carrots are still good, but some of them are slimy. But like the another bag I had was basically entirely slimed up.
Did you check the expiration date?
Should. Don't know what part to look at.
It's just somewhere written on it.
Best used by September 29th. Alright then.
Yeah.
Probably finish these off soon. That carrots lasted a while.
They do. I guess you just might have bought some that were very close to expiration, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I should look at the expiration dates in the store. I didn't actually know where it was.
Yeah, you should, because sometimes you may just get like fucking shit that's already expired.
Some of them are so good. Yeah, before like I moved out of my parents' house, I always did all the grocery shopping, so I didn't learn many shopping techniques.
But yeah, like I know for a fact that for when I was working in the meat, fucking there would be times where it's like I'm cleaning the shelf and then I find a like month expired piece of meat and I go, how the fuck did this not get picked up by anyone? Better yet, people, I worked at a Walmart that in which they decided to put the throwouts, which is meat that's either damaging is the package is damaged or / it has gone bad next to the fresh fruit. Meaning that sometimes when we would do throwaways, we'd have the container to do the throwaways and right next to the fresh food. Vegetables and fruit. It was bad. I wish I could find that picture. I probably put it somewhere. I think it might be in my server. Let me go get it so you guys can be relatively disgusted. Was it in catching VTubers down bad? Probably.
I'm glad that we are only going to be relatively disgusted and not completely disgusted.
It's pretty hard to disgust me.
Fucking Christ, I put so much art in this channel.
What do you mean by this?
I have to use a pretty cock to jump up.
Man, I remember last night after we beat Aya, Dashi posted some good stuff. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, make sure to keep that AC reaction channel up. I want to see what your reactions were after I finish in about a year.
Unfortunately, there was a glitch with Steam overlay and borderless windows, so there became a point where I could no longer take screenshots.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can still get voice reactions. How far into the game were you at that point?
I would say I was on the second, I was probably halfway.
Yeah, my time played on that is going to be fucked, because I just left it on while I went grocery shopping.
Oh yeah, here's the image for you. Here you go.
I mean, like, there's one time where I went on vacation and I left Undertale running on my computer the entire time, and I completely forgot about it.
Oh,
So after like 2 weeks, I come back and Undertale's still running.
This is not very computer intensive.
I was saying it wasn't, so my computer was a-okay. So yeah. But yeah, that's how I have 100 hours in like Undertale.
That reminds me of how my brother literally left the AC on for a year because he forgot to turn it off when he left for COVID.
A whole last year of me.
Whole last year of AC,
It turns out the image is too big, so I'll just have to screen cap it and then upload it.
No one image can be that large.
Too big for Discord.
Damn. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Her hair baubles look like berries. I want to eat them. I want to eat them. I want to eat Angie's
Oh
hair
no,
baubles.
she's Secret Minetta.
No!
No.
Get
What? You
away
mean
from
hit my hero by icon Minetta?
Here you go. Here you go, fuckers. This is the throwaway meat right next to the fucking fruit that needs to go out on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's bad. You shouldn't do that.
Oh, that's disgusting.
My manager's all like, no, it's fine. And I'm like sitting here going, are you sure, dude? I'm pretty
There's
sure it
definitely
is.
some
What the fuck was
cross-contamination
I
there.
gonna do?
Are you sure about that?
That is some serious cross-contamination. You should report him for this.
I mean, he's not working there anymore.
I quit like over a year ago.
I mean, that's even more reason to report it. What are they gonna do? Fire you?
Well, they're not doing it anymore because somehow someone in the fruit department went like, I somehow convinced him to not.
Wait, this was a battle? You had to battle this person through words to not do this?
Their response to
You had to use a red
It's not-
truth.
That doesn't matter.
the argument
did I
was
miss?
Sometimes it's still a bad call, man. You can still
I-
get the stuff on your skin and cross-contamination
I
happens.
think Josh, you wanted to speak.
I think the freshest thing in there would have.
Josh,
Can
you
I
want
go?
the dog.
What have I missed?
Anyways, just to finish this up real quick and get back to the Uminekos, I think his answer was go into the colder freezer, or the freezer that's actually going to freeze your ass off and do it.
At Josh's old workplace B, they put the throw-out food bin next to the fresh fruit. And there was an image right there.
Your manager was an idiot.
He also harassed one of my coworkers, apparently.
Oh yeah, he's an
No?
idiot.
Anyways, back to Umineko.
Yeah.
Harassed how?
Back to Umineko.
Fair enough.
Hey, let's exposit on that later. Back to this. Saying that you thought the light had turned green just because you saw other people start crossing doesn't count as an excuse for getting into an accident. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Good.
You're telling me not to swallow information given to me by others, but to think for myself. In the past, I swallowed all the magic the BLO showed me. I stopped thinking. That was useless. Rather grimaciously remembered his many painful losses. The witch washed and laughed again, putting on a bold appearance.
I'll offer you advice in a way that works to your advantage. Of course, you shouldn't swallow everything I say either. Because no one can provide certain proof that I'm your ally.
In the last game, Virgilia, who I thought was an ally, was actually on the witch's side. Adler couldn't rid his head of that eerie smile worn by Virgilia, a person he once even thought of as a trustworthy and reliable.
You got punked!
So I don't need you to unconditionally trust me, or whatever. You might as well take my advice as nothing more than an opinion to be considered. After all, the player who's fighting in the game against the witch is you.
Yeah, that's right. Saying I lost because I followed the moves of an outsider would be just too pathetic of an excuse.
Oh, yes. My opponent is Battler. You are nothing more than an outsider. You should bear that in mind, little girl. No, I'm not an outsider. with Beatrice and Shiromiya battling. And I who gaze down from above. It's almost like a fight in the shape of a triangle. A Squid Game. I did it!
I don't know the reference. I haven't watched that.
It's also not very applicable.
Yeah.
Let me have one a day, okay? I'll stop. At a glance, it might not look like a united front, but having a united front doesn't necessarily mean fighting together. Oh. What an odd thing to say. Just now, he described fighting with you as closing the distance. But you can't measure distance with a single eye. Only with two eyes are things visible in 3 dimensions, and only then can distance be judged. And even when you have 2 fields of vision, it's pointless if they're in the same place. You can pin down witches more accurately when they're far apart.
Shooting from different positions and different angles. So basically, it's a crossfire. Heh, interesting.
We're shooting from different positions and different angles. So I won't get along with anybody. That's how I'll keep my own position separate and catch the witch in a pincer attack. Are you okay with this, Battler? This girl may actually be an ambush I set up, right? She might just be saying something plausible to gain your trust, right?
Maybe. She's been saying that over and over again herself. So of course I can't blindly accept her advice. But as to whether she's worthy of trust or not, I can think for myself and make a decision. As long as I don't stop thinking for myself, I won't be tricked by anyone again.
Oh, what confidence will Shiromiya Batora? After you've said so much, it makes me want to trick you all over again, you see? I can't. What kind of face you'll make when you realize you've been duped once more? How pleasant.
Looks like you know my name, but I don't know yours. Tell me. For a while, the girl remained silent, without changing her expression even once. Looked as though she couldn't decide whether to say her name or not, or possibly as though she were deciding on the name that she'd say on the spot.
Gretel.
Ghetto? You are?
I forgot he said ghetto.
You are ghetto?
What's so funny about that, Con? Speak loudly and clearly into the mic, Con. What's so funny about that?
I'm sorry. It's just asking if her name is Ghetto is funny to me for some reason.
You see, Ghetto is not a normal person's name, and you usually would not name a person Ghetto. That is why it is inherently funny.
Unless they're asking if is your name Ghetto or what?
And then Anji starts speaking in Ebonics. Let's continue.
Speaking in what?
Bit over.
That's my name, dumbass. Call me Gretel.
And should I call myself Hansel? Just kidding. I'm Shiromiya Battler. Call me Battler.
Nice to meet you. Hit on me and I'll reduce you into a pancake. I hate handshakes. Don't take it personally.
I also hate pancakes.
Ah, really? Sorry. After all, it isn't certain that you're my ally. You told me to keep my guard up, too. Riley drew back his right hand, which he had stuck out. His bitter smile disappeared and was replaced with a strong resolve directed at this new 4th game.
Battler, think deeply about why you must win against this witch. You can't stop with something abstract like, I'll beat her because I don't like it. Have a deep conviction that I'll definitely beat the witch and escape from this world. Because there is definitely someone waiting for you to come back. For that kid's sake as well.
Maybe there's something she wanted to say. Gretel clenched her fist in front of her chest and hung her head in silence. Gretel lost her words for a short while. With a smashing through the silence, Beata spoke up in a forceful voice.
Good, that should be enough of an introduction for Gretel or whoever. Come, try to remember what happened on October 4th. Let the curtain open on the 4th game!
At the same time, as though it had been blown by a sudden gust of wind, the clock that had been turned back to October 4th, 1986, started to move. We remained in the witch's tea room, the blue-gray sea and the green Rokhenjima spread out beneath us. And we could see a boat heading there, its wake trailing behind it. The sky was already cloudy. The barrier of the typhoon would soon shut this island away.
Oh, we get to skip past the seasickness this time.
There was the boat docked in the harbor, and Goda helping to unload it. Then, once all of its passengers had disembarked, the boat began to separate from the shoreline. Relatives were gradually swallowed up by the island.
Looks like you're as cheery as ever, Maria.
Maria-chan, you'll trip if you aren't careful. Look out!
The long-missed cousins I had loved. Oh, that's actually Anji, I believe.
The long-missed cousins I had loved dashed across the beach. Getting swallowed by the forest path that led to the mansion and disappeared. And of course, Oni-chan could be seen among them too.
Damn it! Stop right there, Maria! You nimble little brat! Maria, oh dear, I keep forgetting.
Maria Oni-chan, whom I'd loved, started dashing, and Oni-chan chased after her. They were swallowed up by the forest. Following their mother and father were also swallowed up. The rest of the parents were swallowed up. They were swallowed up, leaving only me behind. Dumbass. How long are you gonna joke around and play with the witch in a place like this? Come back quickly. Oni-chan. Don't leave me all alone. And realize how cruel and lonely the world I'm isolated in is.
That was a fucking 10 out of 10 intro.
Angie's Future, St. Lucia Academy.
Fuck St. Lucia
Oh God,
Academy.
not the
Me and all my friends hate St. Lucia.
Wait, just goddamn
Wait. Can we even?
What?
I'm gonna...
What?
I mean,
remember St. Lucia Academy?
I believe Zaz already knows. It's fine.
Okay.
St. Lucia
Yeah.
Academy was previously featured in Higurashi.
Oh, is it the same place?
That is it is the same place that Shion ran away from.
That is the question.
Motherfuckers told me.
I mean, people that might watch this might not know about that.
It's just a tiny tidbit. It doesn't reveal.
Not that important.
It is a reference more than it is a plot point.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
a
Like,
reference.
you aren't gonna see Rika or Satoko walking around the halls or some shit. Don't worry about it. Also, very different time too. Yeah.
Is this generic girl voice?
I believe this is a generic girl voice. Yeah, if you want.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Good day to you is the standard greeting used here.
Go Kigenyo.
No matter how many years pass by, the style of greeting still feels very awkward. Even though I'd responded to the greeting in order to stifle the feeling. The classmates who had spoken looked at me blankly.
Huh? Huh? What was that? It seems you're mistaken.
Their choice of words and manner were certainly what you'd expect from a school for rich girls. But the actual meaning was as innocent and cruel as you'd expect from kids at that age. It seems they found it funny that I mistakenly thought the greeting was directed at me. No, it might be the opposite. Maybe they didn't know how to react after being suddenly greeted by a gloomy, quiet kid like me. No, judging by the gazes of my classmates, they looked swaying over their shoulders and whispering to each other. It looked as though some of them considered this refreshing morning ruin. Typical.
Could you move a bit closer to your mic? You're getting a bit quiet.
Yeah.
How's this?
Better.
It was dark.
Oh, what the?
Because I was disliked.